I'm starting to think that this isn't Disneyland, but ooh, that looks tasty. Ew, it was cherry flavored. Hello Gandoomblers and welcome to Guild Wars 2, the sequel to Hit, the sequel to the Master, the sequel to the first one, a very popular and famous... Oh, hold on. Ah, I see. A very popular and oddly not famous MMORPG. Now, why is that? Well, my 0.2 nanoseconds of research lead me to believe it is because the developers spent a whole 40 cents on advertising, and because literally 0 videos about it exist anywhere. So I'm gonna be the one to introduce you to it, and what better way than by explaining a little something about every class. 1 second. Now you may think you know the classes, but I assure you, thanks to my agency, I have contacted people from all 9 classes to give us never before heard info. None of them replied, let's give a basic overview of how the classes work to help new players, and not at all to stall while trying to find people willing to be interviewed. Roll the tape! In your average MMO, and by average MMO I mean WoW, there are 3 roles: healer, tank, and DPS. And not all classes can do all roles. While in Guild Wars 2, there are still 3 roles, but they are healer, DPS, and useful DPS. And every class can do any of the roles, so no need to pick a class just to play a certain role. The main distinction between the classes are the utility skills and weapon skills, because each class has different skills for each weapon, and usually some kind of gimmick that characterizes it. That's all you need to know for the basics. Fine for vandalism. I can't believe... The professions are split into 3 armor categories that will literally never matter until 700 hours in, when they will really matter. So now it's time for the interviews with whoever my agency found. First up, John the Guardian. Are you sure it's fine? Yeah, I can barely feel my skin melting. Alright, so what do you do? Well, thanks to being the hottest, smartest, most amazing person ever, I have access to magic, which I use alongside these guns to wield a wide range of weapons, allowing me all by myself to take down evil. And that's about... must be one of my adoring fans. Oh, hey, look, here they come. Damn, that asshole uses invincibility to run away. He owes me like 50k. Whatever, let's go on with the next interview with...
Do you have any idea how hard it is to be the only one who needs to work hard every single day to even be able to fight? Us warriors don't have magic, and we don't have any technological nonsense to save us. I work hard to refine my skills, while the guy next to me just gets to teleport or summon some ghost to do the hard work. You think Guardians are brave? No. No, they aren't. They have their magic to save them. We warriors, we dive into the midst of battle and fight for our very lives each time.
I just wanted to know where the bathroom is.
Oh, it's over there.
Now, as I was saying, the next interview is with the Revenant, which should be here at any... Oh, here they are. Hello, my name is Bob. You may know me from doing every single job in existence. I found out I was a Revenant when I started to hear the voices of legendary heroes in my head. At first I just thought it might be radiation poisoning from my work at the nuclear power plant. But no, it turns out that I can channel these heroes to gain some of their hindsight and strength. So, what do you do with this power? I asked the Dwarven hero for craftsmanship advice at my woodworking job. Sometimes I use the magic from the legendary dragon Glint to cook at one of my many restaurant jobs. And sometimes I ask the Centaur hero for gardening advice. So, do they help you fight as well, or...? No, not really. I don't do well in fights. I get mugged at least 3 times every day. Okay? Apparently the Revenant just allows you to call in an expert for tips and tricks. Huh. And I thought they could fight and do magic. Ah well. Next I have an interview scheduled with Steven Occupation, the engineer and tech mogul. Thank you for coming here. I know you have a busy schedule. Now, could you tell us about what you do?
Well, What I do is bring an evolution to the fintech customer journey by creating an environment as well as a metaverse with the use of AI and next generation big data, all to improve our sustainability and core competency, utilizing the freemium model to ensure return on investment.
Hey, that's the guy who made the chemical bombs that wiped out my whole village! Get his ass! Stephen Occupation then went on to use part of his 1.4 billion in investor money to be found not guilty of war crimes. I guess that didn't really explain anything, did it? Anyway, next up is... oh, not this guy. You do know that we can all see you, right?
Of course, I, the great Joseph, can only be seen when I choose to.
Let's get this over with. So what do you...
My name is Joseph,
You already said that.
and I am the greatest thief the world has ever seen. My speed is unmatched. My agility is beyond any limitation, and my stealthableness is so great that I can never be seen. Thanks to my great skills, I am not shackled like others by so-called cooldowns. Instead, I use my initiative to allow me to turn my battling into an art. And it's all...
Nope, that's enough, thanks.
But I haven't even gotten to page 4.
Yeah, no, I'm good. There's not that many people who want to let everyone know they're a thief. So he was the best we could find. Please let the next one be a normal person. You know, when you said you loved animals, I wasn't really expecting this.
Everyone thinks that just because I love nature, I would refuse to utilize it to its fullest. But there's nothing more natural than death. And once an animal dies, what would be the point in wasting a good corpse? If there's anything nature teaches us, it's to use everything you got. That's why I go around the world gathering beasts so that they may sacrifice themselves to allow me to rip the... Where did it go?
I was not sticking around long enough to get added to her collection. Now, you gotta explain to me, how did you not find a single sane ranger? What do you mean we pay too little? I assure you, the next one is going to be a good person who isn't completely insane. They are called Michele. It seems like the only Masimir that agreed to be interviewed only speaks Italian for plot convenient reasons. Fortunately, I went through the trouble of hiring a translator to subtitle what he is saying. So, what is being a mesmer like? È bello, sai. Ieri ho utilizzato la mia abilità di creare portali per salvare un ragazzo che stava per annegare. In generale è utile avere cloni. Tipo ieri mi hanno aiutato a cucinare una torta che ho portato all'ospedale per rallegrare i malati e fargli un po' di compagnia. Nelle battaglie combatto usando i cloni per confondere l'avversario. Tipo ieri quando ho salvato una famiglia da un'orda di non morti. Yeah, turns out I hired someone who hated that guy for absolutely no reason. Well, I'm sure you all got it. So, moving on. Next is... Alright, last thing. Do not advertise stuff. The last time it caused a war, so...
But the people should know that if you just drink this 3 times a day, you...
No, they really don't. Just tell us what you do.
Alright, as a necromancer, I fight using the essence of life itself. I consume it to get stronger. Just like how you can consume 5 of these energy...
No. Shut up. Get back on track.
I can even summon minions to help me fight. And if you need to find someone to help you fight, I have the course for you.
Oh my me, shut up. Just finish explaining what you do normally. I swear to me, if I hear another ad, I am going to kick you into the sun.
Alright. The final thing is being able to transform into the Death Shroud, giving me access to all new skills. And if you too want to invest in being able to get new skills, buy my new crypto, Shroud Coin.
That's it, I've had it. Come here, you little shit. And we have finally reached the last class, the Elementalist. I have given up that any of these people are gonna be normal, so let's just get through this. I am not even gonna ask. So what is being an Elementalist like? It's the best. I have access to 4 completely different sets of skills for each of my weapons. That's overwhelming, right? Right, it's not so bad. You want donuts? No? How many all of them. With the power of all drugs ever combined, I have become number one player. It was a pleasure, bye! Unfortunately, 2 minutes after the interview, they died from every overdose in existence. It was probably the water one that killed them, to be fair. And that's all the class fashions. Just in time too, my agency just went bankrupt and sadly won't be able to pay the $2 Burger King gift cards it owed to the interviewed. It also means I can't interview all the elite specs. What a shame. That totally doesn't save me from having to grind for 100 hours. Now, if you excuse me, I will continue my tour. Ooh, what's this town's speciality? Fried banana chips. Want one? What? He said it to my face. I can't believe it. Honestly, he deserved it. Anyway, that was an interview of all the classes in Guild Wars 2. I might make a video about the actual gameplay and story in the future. Let me know if that's something you want to see. Oh, right, rating. I give the interviews a $2 gift card out of 10. Now, like and hype? No idea what that is, but it's a thing apparently. Subscribe and interview 100 people to force them to subscribe to me.